good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're about 10 minutes away, 9 to be precise, from the virtual Christmas office party. We could not go a year without the office party. It's not like we're not virtual every year. We've got some great surprises. We have a lot of fun coming up, and we hope you'll stay with us for the entire show. With me live tonight, of course, everyone's here. Sir Big B.
Hi.
Yeah, he's here. Drinking his peanut butter whiskey. Choo Choo Stu.
Yep, Choo Choo Stu in the house. Good evening, gentlemen.
Choo Choo Stu is here. You're going to see everybody live in just a few minutes. We got a great show. We got our annual Cave Crew Radio Man of the Year. We've got an appearance by Choo Choo Who as well, and all kinds of good stuff. We'll have your COVID Christmas time guidelines, new Olympic sports. Who knows what's going to come up? All on the show. So who wants to? What's going on in Queens, New York? We got 7 minutes to chat here.
I'll tell you first, as everyone knows, I don't like when DK says surprises, because it always has to do a surprise for me with a certain someone that I can't stand. So I know there's going to be something that angers me.
But you can't stand anyone.
Well, that's true, but I can't particularly stand this one person who I know is going to be brought up tonight.
You don't know that. You don't know that for a fact.
I'm 98.9% sure.
I'm very creative, and it could be many things.
I know it could be, and I know you are very creative, but I also know that this one person will be brought up because there is audio.
I was wondering, and it's sort of linked in, but where you got your recipe tonight for your lovely Peruvian chicken?
Yeah, that was.
Oh no, it was ordered. We didn't make it.
It was ordered. I've never had Peruvian chicken. Could you describe it?
Well, it was actually pretty cool because her job, my wife's job, ordered it because they working extra hard, end of the year stuff and all that. Mm-hmm. So my wife's job ordered it to be delivered to our house. So it was steak with like tomatoes, onions, and a bunch of other stuff over white rice and some gravy, and then a separate it's like a roasted chicken with like Peruvian spices. It's not a hot spice, but like a very savory. I would say spice. It's really good. So we have the chicken, we have the steak, and the rice.
Gravy sweeping the land.
Yeah, but the benefits of working from home, like my daughter also is working from home, and sort of every couple of weeks the boss sends out pizza, so everyone gets their own pizza.
Right? Yeah, no, it's
Mrs. B is not working from home though.
No, she's not. She's in the office, but
she's in the office. Okay.
Yeah, she's in the. I work from home normally. She's in the office, but one of the people that she works with, for like support staff for what she does in operations, they order everybody dinners to be sent to their home. So they leave. Right, they leave like 5, and the dinners will be there at the house like by 6:30 ish. So it's there when you get home, so you can just start eating. It's really cool that they've done this a few times, and it's awesome that they do it, and it's really good too.
Choo Choo Stu, you said you weren't going to move around a lot with that mic.
Am I making a lot of noise?
Well, yeah, every time you move, that's why mic holder.
Okay, right.
Well, anyway, I was going to ask, like, so you're willing to leave these perks to move to Kentucky?
Well, yes, of course.
Of course.
I'm not going to stay in New York because we get a free dinner every now and then from my wife's job.
No, Kentucky's the way. Honestly, Kentucky is the way.
I don't know. I appreciate the little perks. Like they don't bring it to my house. That's something new I got to bring to the table. Is hey, you got to bring the dinner, but they bring dinners to the office and feed everyone and Christmas bonuses and yada yada yada. And I don't know. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I'm sure you could find that in other jobs too. Like if you wanted to move to a different province in Canada, you get a job, you have similar perks.
Well, I don't know. My company is having I'm going to share some videos with you guys. I'll email you because it's my company, because we can't have a Christmas party and they normally do this big gala where they give away prizes and stuff. They're doing it all online.
Don't tell me what they're going to do instead. They're sending round a masseuse. Masseuse, is that the word?
I wish.
To your house. Yeah. With a bottle of brandy.
Yeah.
And she's going to rub it into your chest.
Yes.
And then
this better.
She will bring lunch. She will bring lunch as well.
I guess I'll be hungry by the end, as long as there's a happy ending, Stu.
I'm sure there will be.
Guys, we're just over 2 minutes from going live. Cave Crew Radio virtual office party. It is a hoot in a handbag, something we do every year. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, so make sure you stay tuned. Stu is here. The most unpredictable guy. Hang on, we got something from YouTube user already.
Ooh.
I'm gripping this microphone like it's gonna
event. Yes, it is, YouTube user. Your favorite viewer is here tonight, Big B.
It's our number one. Well, it used to be Facebook user, but now it's YouTube user.
Oh,
YouTube user is our number one fan.
All right, it's great to have you. And great to hear the sound effects with Stu. See, this is why you need the damn microphone holder.
You can't
get a fucking holder.
Yeah. You can't find it.
Every time we start a sentence, over here is it's like it's like this. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about this tonight too, folks. But it's like this.
That's it. All right, look.
Yeah, we'll find
as you know, I like to be professional at all times. Does this please you?
I can't see you yet, but
well, hopefully it will please.
Well,
I can't. Do you know the? Anyway, I can't find the thing.
Did you bring the cockatiel?
Oh Lord, I can't wait to talk about that. There's so much to get to tonight, ladies and gentlemen, including Choo Choo Stu. I should probably leave this for on air, but someone you gave a reading to has responded to you as Choo Choo Who.
Well, I'm glad they've responded, but I can't guarantee Kenya will be with me tonight.
I hope you have something else in your bag of tricks, because Kenya was amazing. Anyway, 40 seconds. 40 seconds. That's time for all you people to like this video wherever you're watching. Share it. Do a view party. Tap. Whatever it is you do out there. We're ready to go, with or without you.
As long as we have YouTube user, we'll be fine.
Yeah, no, there'll be more. Jason Scott, Amanda, who knows? They're probably grabbing a Domino's before the show. All right.
We're almost there. The countdown is on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The wait is over. It is time for our office party.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to DK, the Big B, and Choo Choo Stu.
Cave Crew Radio, cavecrewradio.com.
This is a production of the Cave Crew Radio Network at cavecrewradio.com.
there was a time when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of being
I say this with all due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of the Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
I'm gonna go to a place where I get a shot and a beer, steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on a hot day?
Mr. Clement, what else you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power fly goal!
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Indeed, it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Cave Crew Radio. It's our 2020 Christmas virtual office party. My name is DK, and I am live from the lockdown. Everybody panic here in Ontario, Canada. We're on lockdown. We're on lockdown. Nothing really changes. Everything's still open. Relax. We're going to be okay. We got a great show ahead for you, ladies and gentlemen. A great show. We are live on Cave Crew Radio. We are live on YouTube at Cave Crew Radio TV, and we are live on Facebook. And we are available on download wherever you can find podcasts, including Spotify and, just added to the list, Pandora. Anyway, we got a great show, lots of surprises. We're going to dive into things from last week. Sorry, I'm not a fortune teller like some people here. We've got the rules of COVID Christmas. We've got Choo Choo Who. We've got the Cave Crew Radio Man of the Year. We've got all kinds of things ahead for you, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back. But right now, I would like to switch things over to the president-elect, the chief of all things Cave Crew Radio. Take it away, Queens, New York.
Yes, live from Queens, New York. I am Sir Big B, your president-elect here of the United States. And as always, the epicenter of something this week for the virtual office Christmas party. I am the epicenter of all things new alcohol. I have a brand new alcohol that I'm going to be trying. It's Rams Point Peanut Butter Whiskey. My wife went out. She went out to get small bottles as little stocking stuffer gifts for people, and decided to get me a gift too. She's very curious to see if I like this, so we're gonna crack this open tonight and try it for our virtual office Christmas party, because we all know anytime we've had anytime you've been to an office Christmas party, there's always one drunk. And maybe tonight I will be that drunk.
Excellent.
Pop it open now. And
well, wait a minute. Before you do that, I'd like to bring in the other co-host because I have a question.
Oh, okay. So before I cracked it, but before I drink it, I will bring in our other co-host. I do believe I hear London calling. Is London there?
You do hear London calling, and this is Choo Choo Stu. And crack that open because you want that to just breathe a little bit before before you take it. You know, are you going to be drinking that straight from the bottle tonight?
Yep, and I just smelt it. It does smell peanut buttery.
You look like the painted man. On the pre-show, you were having problems with your microphone. What did you do?
Well, I've managed to find a holder.
Oh, okay.
For my microphone stand, and the holder is my butt cheeks. It's sliding.
Holder is my butt cheeks. It's time to get the book out already.
The book is open and it is being entered.
It's
holder is my butt cheeks.
The end is beneath my butt cheeks, and my penis is weighing it down. So.
All right, enough of that. Back over to the booth. When you showed us the picture in our chat, that appeared to be a very large bottle.
Oh no, it's the airplane size bottle. However, my wife has a wrapped bottle of something for me for Christmas, and I'm assuming it's a bigger bottle of this.
Well, hopefully she like it.
I hope so too, because she was wrapping presents in the other room a couple of days ago, and came out into the living room holding this bottle, and she points to me and says, "I wonder what's in here." I said, "Alcohol." I said, "Who's it for?" She goes, "It's for you." I said, "Aha." So I'm thinking, because she got this for me, I'm assuming it may be a bigger bottle of this.
Now, what if you break out in hives?
What if he has a nut allergy?
Yeah. What if you need to run and get an EpiPen after doing that airplane sample bottle?
Well, it would make for good radio, first of all, and it would make for a bad Christmas present for the other bottle.
See, I drink. I've got Jack Daniel's Fire and Jack Daniel's Honey behind me.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad. I'm worried that it's going to be too much peanut butter. I'm hoping the blend is really good.
Let's do this. Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Before you do it, drum roll. There we go. Peanut butter whiskey. He's sipping it. He's not downing it.
That's actually really fucking good.
Okay.
Wow.
I've had the moonshine that tastes like apple pie, which was really good.
Yeah.
That's actually really, it's not a lot of burn. There's some burn to it. So it's not as smooth as I like whiskey to be, but it's really not fucking bad. It's pretty good, actually.
Do you taste the peanut butter?
You do. It's not a full peanut butter taste. It's kind of like it's almost a caramel nutty type flavor.
Right.
So I guess they kind of,
It's like quite a lot of sweetness to it.
Yeah. It's a very sweet tasting whiskey. It's really good though. I must say.
Would you mix that with anything, or is that just over the rocks or straight?
Maybe a bit of lemonade or something. But,
yeah, I wouldn't, under normal circumstances, like tonight, I'll just drink the rest of this bottle. But under normal circumstances, I don't think I would just order myself a peanut butter whiskey straight. I'd probably have to mix it with something. Probably
lemonade would be the.
No, I think more for like, with the holiday season and keeping with the theme of the office Christmas party. Maybe mix it with some eggnog, because it's kind of got that sweetness. Yeah, I think some eggnog or something like that. This would go really well with.
Now, Choo Choo Stu, do you have eggnog in the UK?
Of course, we have eggnog. Yes, yeah. I'm not really a drinker of eggnog, I must admit, but yeah, it's part of our festive table.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's eggnog and rum, is it not? I'm not a big. That was like eggnog and rum.
There's a couple alcohols mixed in it. Like you can buy. You go to the liquor store here. You can go. You buy the pre-made alcohol infused. Eggnog. But what my wife came home last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, with a container that said Southern Comfort eggnog on it. I said, "Ooh,
All right. Okay.
let's try that."
And that's like a homemade thing or something, yeah?
Well, you know what Southern.
Your house is like the Ben and Jerry of eggnogs.
Well, here's the thing, though. You all know what Southern Comfort is, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, I gotta try some Southern Comfort eggnog. I said, "Where'd you get this?" She goes, "Oh, the grocery store." Now I thought to myself, here in New York, they don't sell. They sell beer, but they don't sell liquor in grocery stores. So if this had liquor in it, they couldn't sell it. So I said, "There's no alcohol in there then." She goes, "No, it just, I guess Southern Comfort made eggnog." So I took a sip and it just eggnog. That's the most disappointing thing of it, because I got very excited when I see the container of Southern Comfort eggnog.
So they might as well have called it. They might as well have called it Jack Daniel's eggnog.
They could have called it anything. Yeah, they could have called it fucking Rams Point peanut butter.
Yeah,
it was just fucking eggnog. It was so disappointing.
Now, could you not have gone to your bar? We all know you have a very extensive bar, and grab some Jack Daniels or some whatever it is and pour it in there. Some Southern Comfort.
I certainly could have, but I was pouring it assuming that there was alcohol in it. Of course, come to find out, there's none. So I was just, I finished because it only took a little bit. I finished a little bit and never drank it again, because it's what's the point?
So don't do it, folks. No Southern Comfort eggnog.
Yeah, it comes in a little milk container looking like don't get it. Go to the liquor store and get your liquor infused.
We would have the trade descriptions people on that over here. That arse was being caught within 24 hours.
Well, I guess they're not trying to deceive anybody. It's made by the Southern Comfort Company. They're just making.
Oh, okay.
Eggnog.
Oh, fair enough.
They're just making eggnog. Just plain straight up eggnog.
That's terrible. Choo Choo Stu, do you have Guinness flavored eggnog?
Guinness is awful, by the way.
I don't like it.
I do like a Guinness, I must admit. But I go through stages. I'll be drinking like Guinness and dark beers and stuff like that, and then I'll just totally go off them. I just drank a can of something tonight that I really like, and it's called Elvis juice.
Oh, okay.
Elvis juice.
Elvis juice, and it's a Scottish company. They're really big over here, and they make the all these different ales and what's the word? I can't remember what it call it now, but all these different ales, and it was like the best thing ever. And then this week I drink it, and I think I don't like it anymore. It's just I've gone right off of it.
That's about craft beer.
Craft beer, that was
grows on you for a little bit, and
yeah.
Now, what happened to your wine phenomena? Like you were on.
Oh no, I've got wine. I'm back on the wine tonight.
Okay. Do you have cheese?
No, I've got cheese chips somewhere.
Okay, no, that works. That'll work too.
Yeah. But
I'm just drinking beer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of a plain Jane of the show.
I like to mix it up. I think you don't stick to the same thing the whole time.
Well, I think tonight DK should mix it up a little bit, being it's the Christmas party.
Maybe I'll take a break and run up to.
May I take this opportunity to commend you on your dress?
I appreciate it. I'm a little old-fashioned. I'm the elder statesman of the group, and when I go to a Christmas party, I don't dress up much. You guys see me. I'm in a baseball cap or a backwards baseball cap and a T-shirt or a sweatshirt. And I thought, this is an important thing. We have a new president. We got what does he call you? The Shirka of the new world?
You look like a holiday camp entertainer tonight.
Yeah, I want to be the ringmaster. I want to be the guy that takes the show home.
Like I said, you're very snazzy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love the hat. And very good.
I was supposed to go on a cruise before the lockdown happened, but Speaking of lockdown, before we get into anything else, I have before me the Christmas rules of the World Health Organization.
Oh, this should be fun.
But before I get to that, I mentioned earlier we are back in code gray, as we call it here in Canada. We're in lockdown in my region, and people are freaking out. The streets are busy. The stores are busy. I really don't understand why, because grocery stores are open, beer stores open. You can still get fuel. I still go to work. You can't go to a mall. You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go to a theater. You can't go to a sporting event. Nothing much has changed in my book. It's the reality of 2020. What stage are you guys at? I know in London, Choo Choo Stu, you guys are having a hoot and a holler.
Well, we've just reopened everything, so you can go and get a tattoo. You can go and get your nails painted. You can go to the pub. I think you've got to have a substantial meal with your alcohol in the pub. But already, this is only the last few days. Already, they're talking about going back into tier 3, which means the pubs will close and the one-to-one beauty therapy and all of that malarkey will cease to exist again.
Yeah, we lose the haircut. The wife said if I get a trim, she'll trim me. I mean,
I think you should just go number 2. Just do a number 2.
I'm becoming a homebody. I really am. I enjoy my Fridays with you guys. But I really don't give a shit. I mean, everything's out there that I need. And I told you last week, I don't need to go visit Mrs. Jones and Mr. Burton. And, I don't miss it. What's going on in New York, Bigby?
Well, here you all know how I feel about our jerk-off governor and mayor. So our shitbag governor has decided that come Monday, all indoor dining is to cease. You can no longer dine indoors, except if the indoors is outdoors. Then you could dine, which makes no sense to me. And furthermore, the statistical transmission rate of restaurants, being indoors, inside restaurants, is 1.43%. The statistical transmission rate of being in homes, being locked down, is 76%. So what the governor is doing is forcing everybody back into their homes, where the transmission rate skyrockets. When you're in a restaurant, it's very, very low. Now, here's the thing. You can't dine indoors. And as I said, if you dine outdoors, indoors, you're okay. Why doesn't that make sense? I'll tell you. Because we have, you're allowed to dine outdoors, right? So open air, obviously, you sit outside, you can dine outside. Well, it's getting cold here. We're getting on towards winter. It's, December now. We're a few days away from the official start of winter. So what the restaurants have done has put enclosures over their outdoor spaces, which means you're inside. But that's okay. You can dine inside as long as your inside is outside. You can't dine inside if your inside is inside. Figure that one out. I have no idea. The government.
You are the Socrates of COVID.
Well, me and Mrs. Choo went out today, and we went by this like a pub restaurant, and they have got outside. They have got igloos. I call them igloos. They're like a polythene greenhouse, like a dome around each table. So what you're saying, you can't eat inside, but you can eat outside, inside.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm. Yeah. And so they've got these little domes, and they've got gas heat. They've got gas heaters.
You can't eat inside, but you can eat inside,
outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as the inside is outside, you're good. If your inside is inside, you can't eat.
But as no one actually said, look, guys, this sounds fucking mental. This sounds crazy.
It's ridiculous. Now we like you just described little domes. We have that. My wife has actually posted pictures right across from where she works, individual tables with these globes over them.
Yeah,
but we also have giant tents over entire indoor eating spaces where you fit 30, 40 people inside, outside. So you're sitting inside eating, but your inside is outside. It makes no fucking sense.
No.
And that goes to the point of, like you said too, and we have that here. You can't go to a bar and get a beer without getting food. Like the Rona knows if you're only drinking a beer, all right, that's the time to strike.
Yeah.
If you have a beer with food, the Rona backs off. It makes no fucking sense.
We had two old fellas down the local pub. Someone was telling me, and they always meet up every Friday, and they met up and they ordered some fries, one ordered a sandwich,
right?
And they were there for 3 hours, and the sandwich and the fries were still there.
Yeah,
no one's eating them.
It didn't make sense. And then when here in New York, they instituted that stupid rule, like the spring going into summer. So what a couple of bars did was, our governor is Cuomo. Everybody knows fucking Cuomo because he loves being on air and being the center of fucking attention.
Well, his brother is the CNN superstar.
Yeah, don't call him Fredo, by the way.
Oh, don't call him Fredo. No.
Yeah. So what some restaurants, or not restaurants, but what bars did was offer Cuomo fries for $1 to go along with your drinks. And Cuomo didn't like that. So he said, that's not enough. You can't just eat French fries with your drinks. You have to have a significant meal, like Stu said.
Well, a substantial meal.
Yeah.
And I can't quote anything, but I remember hearing a year ago or so that a substantial meal for a child's packed lunch at school would be a sandwich and a packet of chips.
Right.
That's a substantial meal. But suddenly now a substantial meal is something hot, cooked fresh from the kitchen.
Oh yeah, you gotta have like a burger, sides.
I don't care. To be honest, if I wanted to go to the pub, and I don't particularly want to just have all the hassle of going there, but I would do that. I would order some fries, a burger. I'd probably leave it there.
What about those lovely potatoes that you told us about in the one pub with the secret door?
Well, that's a prostitution signal.
But the roast potatoes at the bar don't count as a substantial meal.
Because that leads to other things. That leads to threesomes.
Yeah.
Menage.
If potatoes are at the bar, you might as well just throw your car keys in the bowl.
There you go. But it just these rules make no.
Potatoes are at the bar. You might as well throw your car keys in the bowl.
I think the more we actually say these rules, the more we probably believe them and get into this brainwashed sort of situation.
It doesn't make sense. And like I said last week, throughout history, anytime there's been a pandemic, an epidemic, anything of a significant health risk, they've only quarantined the sick. They've separated the sick from the rest of the healthy individuals, and the healthy individuals went on with life. Suddenly now everybody's being quarantined, everybody's being locked down, and lockdowns don't work. If they worked, we wouldn't be third in a lockdown for the third and fourth time. Lockdowns don't work. And the statistics here are in the home.
I just got to play devil's advocate for a minute here.
The world has learned. The whole world has learned lockdowns don't work.
Is it lockdowns don't work, or is it people just won't follow the fucking rules for a little bit?
Well, here's the thing.
Because I really have the feeling that people just won't relax for 6 months.
You can't relax, DK. Not everyone can relax.
So here's the thing. The statistics show, at least here, I don't know the statistics in Canada or the UK. The statistics here show that there's a 76% transmission rate within the home. So if you're locked down and you're in the home 24/7 with other people, and everybody has families that they're with, the transmission rate is 76%, meaning you're 76%.
Before you get that 76%, you have to contact it somewhere.
Right. Which means that one, if masks work, we shouldn't be in this mess. And if everybody's pushing masks, everybody's pushing lockdowns. Lockdowns don't work. We wouldn't be in this mess. If you look at Sweden never locked down. They never social distance. They never enforced mask rules. They were, and I know
But
people.
what they did enforce is common sense.
Right. If you want to do, they left it. No, they didn't enforce social distancing. They left it up to the individual. Now, I know people in Sweden. I've talked to people in Sweden. Sweden.
We need Eric.
We do need Eric.
Swede. You gotta get Eric the Swede on the show.
But the people in Sweden that I talked to said that we were no better off or worse off at the beginning than we are now, which means that nothing went up, nothing went down. It pretty much stayed even keel, and they didn't shut down anything. There were no social distance rules. There were no masks. They left everything up to the individual. What they've done recently now is started enforcing all of these lockdowns and all that, just to be in lockstep with Finland and Norway and in that region. But because those other countries closed their borders to Sweden, so to be in lockstep with them, they started enforcing the rules. But they were the only country on this planet that didn't enforce anything, and there was no significant up or down. It stayed even. That tells you right there that all these lockdowns are not the cure. Enforcing masks everywhere on healthy individuals is not the cure.
And
it protects you from them. I don't know.
But as you know, I've got family in Finland.
Finland, right? They caught it on some wild farm from pigs.
And my mother and father-in-law, both in their 80s, have both tested positive for corona. They're in their 80s. They've both been in hospital. One of them had pneumonia, and they've both come back out, and they're both back home and making a slow recovery. But they live in the middle of nowhere in Finland.
Yeah, you told me the brother.
Well, the brother, my wife's brother, lives on the same land.
The brother,
he's a salesman. He travels. He travels. Yeah.
Yeah, he travels. He's at the pub. So the brother brought it back.
Yeah. Yeah. But they live in the middle of nowhere.
You can't say they're in the middle of nowhere when they're interacting with someone that's been around. A
jet setter.
Anyway,
and I keep in mind from remember what you said last week. We talked about briefly that we're in the height of flu season. There's almost no flu cases officially, and you had said, well, because everybody's wearing their masks. Okay, then why is the Rona rate rising?
Well, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
The Rona and the flu have very, very similar symptoms.
I just wish everyone, excuse me. I just wish everyone would quarantine or whatever they need to do, isolate, go into lockdown, just hang out with your family. I want this to go away. Pain in the ass to put a mask on every time I go into a fucking store.
Well, all I could say is I know as from last Tuesday, I'm COVID free. I now have weekly tests.
Well, I know you're invincible. You have the antibodies. You're.
But I go there every week, and I am known as the ganger.
To the rule.
Well, they also have a vaccine going on in the UK now.
Yeah,
but
the thing is,
in the US.
the first day that it's injected into people, then they say,
I never got sick the entire year. I've been going to work the whole time. I don't need a fucking vaccine.
No, but now they've realised that actually, if you have like I can't think what's the word of it.
Anaphylactic issues.
That's the word. Yeah. So if you're I can't. I've had too much wine, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Brian.
If you have an allergy where you need to carry where you need to carry an EpiPen, or you have anaphylactic issues,
then don't have the jab.
Then you can't get
because
right.
Because it's going to fuck you up.
You realize the people that invented the COVID cure are the same people that invented Viagra. Not that I know that it works, but it's about 99%
Well, that's the there's three others. There's the Pfizer, there's Moderna, whatever the hell, however you call it, and AstraZeneca. So there's three vaccines out there right now. So Pfizer is the one that invented Viagra.
And there's one of them that has to be kept at minus 70 degrees centigrade, which is.
I think that's the Pfizer one.
Not get a notification that the show started. Shame on the notification, elves. Jason, share the shit out of this thing. Let's get some people in here. Sorry. Yeah. Look, Pfizer invented Viagra. It works. Make you hard against life.
There you go.
Anyway, Christmas guidelines. We got a lot of shit to get to, guys. We're going to spend the whole night arguing about COVID. I just want to give you the Sage. Are you familiar with Sage?
Yeah.
I think this is a English thing, but governments around the world are supporting it. Yeah. I like this headline. Christmas guidelines include no hugging, no sing-songs. That's another thing, right? When the pubs were open, you weren't allowed to sing, you weren't allowed to dance. Airborne disease. Here's the one that gets right. No Monopoly.
No Monopoly.
Is that because it gets everyone's backs up and they start shouting and screaming?
You could play checkers or chess, but you can't play Monopoly.
Now, the Sage has admitted they've had a reprieve in the UK from December 23rd to 27th. Like, yeah, the disease is going to go away because of Christmas.
But we all know all they're doing is just giving us a little bit of a break from it. You know, we all know that it's going to come back and bite us on the arse, but at least you get a couple of days off from it.
Even the Rona needs a little vacation every now and then.
Yeah.
Break, like, it's Hanukkah right now for our Jew friends. Give everybody a break. Let them eat the unleavened bread in peace. The yucca balls or whatever the fuck they are. Apparently this is aerosol transmission. This is all British. They're encouraging you to stay outside. Put sanitizer at the front door. No touching, no games, no rowdy singing. Now it's getting clarified. So you can sing something like, "Ooh, Christmas bells," but you don't want to get into something like really festive, like Frosty.
No songs that are going to sort of encourage you to grab your partner and hug him.
They're saying instead of hugs, touch the heart.
What?
Touch the heart. Doesn't
make any sense. What about New Year's? What's gonna? I'm more worried about New Year's Eve.
Don't go anywhere, anytime, anyway. Oh, I'm so sick of this shit. Jason Scott in chat wants to come to supper because he's in Ohio as well. You're leaving the kids at home, right? Like I'm beyond little kids, Jason Scott. They're cute. I like them, but they make a mess.
Did you just say Jason's in Ohio?
No, he's in Ontario. He's close to me. Well, 9 hours. So you're probably closer to me.
But he's not in Ohio.
Yeah, but you did say Ohio.
I want to come to Christmas dinner, which under normal circumstances, you'd be more than welcome. Mrs. K would be glad to see you. Yeah, come on now. I think under more favorable conditions in the summer, I can, as Big B said to you last week, I can smoke some meat, get you in the gazebo and the hot tub, and we'll have a grand old time.
I just want to let everyone else know, by the way, everyone is invited to my house for Christmas. I'll pay your flights.
Well,
and your accommodation.
You don't have to. I already have a turkey in the freezer. I'm one of these people that's prepared, Jason Scott, and I don't want turkey Dominoes. By the way, They want to go to Big B's for a barbecue.
Jason, when everything is lifted in the summer, you and Amanda come on down, and we'll smoke some meats, and we'll have a day of it. Choo Choo Stu just offered to fly everybody out to his house.
Now,
I suggest
this is the point I wanted to cover. Jason, Scott, and Amanda are infatuated with us. I don't know why. We're like Beavis and Butthead fucking triplets. I don't know you'd ever be the same when you left. But anyway, my wife was just saying, Choo Choo Stu, you don't have to sleep in my fucking shed. There's rats in there, okay? We'll find somewhere for you. Just, are you that fucking locked up that your dream come true is your lottery win, your big fucking kerfuffle of 2020 is Christmas at DK's? Oh, geez, you got another. You might. This is like the Hall of Presidents at Disney World. Anyway, no, you're more than welcome to come. I'd love to have you, and the door.
And everyone give him a good hug, touchy feely.
Make sure you're singing as you enter the house, and give him a gigantic hug.
Yes,
and a kiss on the cheek.
Hug.
Yeah.
Choo Choo Stu's shed, not mine. Okay, you're jumping all over the planet. Anyway,
I'm offended by that word shed. Sorry.
Back to log cabin.
Back to Choo Choo Stu's offer.
Yep.
The wife said to me again, she said, I'm like, okay, we're on lockdown. It's all right. I don't think we're going to be traveling very far in 2021 either. Want to get to the States. We want to get a break. I get it. She said, I really want to go to England. I can't see that happening, though, before 2022. I really can't.
No.
And I'm trying to explain to her, now you can fix up the rest of the house. I'd love to. She wants to go to New York. The problem with my wife is she wants to go to New York in the winter. Fuck winter. Like, it's worse than COVID.
You know how many people come to New York in the winter, especially around the holidays, to see that
fucking sick tree?
Oh my God, I can't stand. Not for nothing, but if you came in the winter, you would be with the other tourists, and every New Yorker hates you. If you come to this city in the winter, it's cold. It's snowing at times. The weather's bad. We just want to get to where we're going. And you fucking tourists are always in a way. Oh, look, shiny lights. Like you've never seen a fucking blinking light in your life. You're fucking right in the middle of the street. Oh, look, there's a building. And look, there's a star on it. What? Get out of the fucking way. I want to go to the train and go home.
Right.
I hate
and
New Yorkers hate the fucking tourists.
By the way, but we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Anyway, I agree with you 100%, Big B. I want to go in the summer or the warmer weather like what Stu did. You take me here on a boat ride. I can be in a short sleeve shirt. I don't get it. Okay. And the other thing I never understood, because New York City has the biggest New Year's Eve festival of all. I don't know what we're doing this year when the ball drops and no one's going to be there, but what do you do when you're front row and you've reserved that spot? You're going to see Kelly Clarkson and the Temptations and New to You and whatever, and you got to piss on New Year's Eve.
Just
what the fuck?
Keep an empty bottle.
That can tell me what you got to do, because you're drinking, you're partying, you're up on the stage. We're jamming it out. At some point in that frigid cold, you got to pee. Do they urinate themselves? Do they put Glad garbage bags in their pants? What do they do?
There's a thing out there called Depends. And you get you can, when you get there, under normal circumstances, obviously not this year, but under normal circumstances, you can get there very early in the morning and they allow you to go in and out up until a certain period of time. So you can go in and out. They have porta potties and everything. You can go to restaurants and whatever. You can use the bathroom up until a certain point in time. I think that point in time is maybe around, I want to say 4 p.m.
So
after 4 p.m.
fucking 1 in the morning, you got to hold your fucking piss.
Correct. At 4 p.m., you have to be where you're going to be. And you can, once you leave, you're gone. You can't come back. So what I've heard, I've never been there because it's a fucking tourist thing. Real New Yorkers don't ever go there. We sit at home and watch it on TV. So what I've heard is people have worn Depends. People won't drink. People that are sitting up front won't be drinking anything. They won't eat, just to save themselves from having to go. Or they piss their pants. If it's they come to that night and they've actually been drinking, they piss their pants. But if you have to leave for any reason, you cannot come back.
Is there a wiki or something that can inform us of the amount of people that have? Does it stench like urine stench alley?
I don't. Again, I've never been there. New Yorkers don't go there.
To be honest, if I was
front row, if I'm front row, Rockefeller Center, or wherever the fuck this thing takes place, you got
Times
the
Square.
ball there. I ain't moving. So,
right.
If the guy next to me from Seattle, and there's another guy there from Tokyo who I gotta boost up on my shoulders because he's too short. Do we all piss our pants?
If you have to go,
pants.
Yeah, if you have to go, you cannot go to a bathroom. You cannot leave that pen. If you're front row, you're going to sit front row. If you have to piss, you're going to piss your pants, or you wear a Depends adult diaper.
If you can tell me that 1.4% of the contractions of the Rona have happened at restaurants, you can give me a percentage of the people that have peed their pants at the Dick Clark Gala.
I could try to see if there's numbers. I don't think they're studying that.
See, I would take if I was there, I would have three empty water bottles in my jacket. Okay. And slip your head out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the eye in the bottle, right. And just have a pee. You're jammed up so close. No one's ever even going to notice what you're doing.
Well, that's if they let you in, because
how has there not been a documentary, a 60-minute special, a Netflix original on this about people that brave the 4 till the 1 in the morning? They're all sitting there with their red Solo cups going fucking crazy. And I want to know how many of them have pissed their fucking pants.
And well, to Stu's point, I don't know if you're allowed in with that. Now, keep in mind, since 9/11, security is extremely tight. So
I'm talking empty bottles. Empty bottles.
Even empty bottles, I'm not sure that you're allowed to bring them in.
Yeah. So all those people at that fucking ball dancing around with their red Solo cups are 100% sober. I
would just wear 2 nappies. I'll just wear 2.
You could, yeah. And to answer your question, DK, I would say that 95% of them are 100% sober. Yes.
What a fucking
yeah.
What a drag.
You've got to be, but even if you've had a coffee 2 hours before, it's going to come out sometime.
It's gonna. So a lot of people, they'll use that time up until, like I said, I want to say 4 p.m. You go to the bathroom. You do.
They've got to be fucking mental. You have to be mental doing that.
Well, yeah, from that point on, you don't eat, you don't drink.
Just what you drink. Normally on that night, it's frigid.
Yeah,
it makes you want to pee.
Yeah, and again, this is a tourist thing. Tourists come from all over the world to come.
Yeah,
be
but
part
it's
of
the same in London as well. You get cooped up, and I'm not saying past 4, but past I haven't been up. I used to work in central London, and I could spit, and I was at Trafalgar Square.
Mm.
But we used to go on the roof of the hotel that I worked at. But if I was there, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be leaking like an old refrigerator by 10 p.m.
And again, that's what these things are, like Trafalgar Square. Real Londoners don't go there. It's all European tourists.
I would say we do the firework display now, which is on the Thames, and it's only like a 10-minute walk from the Thames. So real Londoners probably do go there. But and I used to go there as a youngster, but if I was offered the chance of going there now, fuck that. I would never go there.
Who has on their bucket list? I want to climb Mount Everest. I'd like to go to Tokyo, Japan. I'd like to skydive. I'd like to. Who on their bucket list has? I want to go to New York or London's Trafalgar Square on New Year's Eve and piss my pants.
No.
Well, there's a ton of people that have it on their bucket list to go to Times Square on New Year's Eve, not to piss their pants, but there's a ton of people.
There's people.
Yeah, but I imagine Times Square is just the same as any other sort of central place in any other country, and having done Trafalgar Square probably about 4 or 5 years running, but I had like an escape 5 minutes away, so I wasn't too bad. But
you had the Dizzy Lizzies close by.
Yeah, but I was like from the age of 17. I worked from 5 minutes walk from Trafalgar Square, so you can understand why I would do it, But as far as traveling there, no. And the same with the fireworks on the River Thames. We have. Why would I do it? I just watch them on the TV.
That's what I just watched the ball drop on the TV. And in past years, even including last year, because we weren't in the pandemic, you hope that the friends you go visit, there's a well-breasted woman that doesn't look too bad, and that's your opportunity, Big B, for the happy ending. You got to kiss everybody, right? So you make sure at 1 minute to midnight, you're by the well-endowed woman with the big boob and a pretty face, and you get a hug and a kiss, and you go home happy. Nobody pisses their pants. Everyone's happy.
No,
I don't know. That's how I.
But we're talking now, like we're talking hypothetically, like or romantically 25 years ago for us.
No, I'm saying the older I get, the more I look forward to these parties. I force myself to stay up till midnight. I position myself in the proper spot.
All
the young ladies get a hug and a kiss.
When that chime hits midnight, the only thing that's licking your ear hole is your dog.
This year, maybe, but I always position myself in a favorable place.
Yeah.
See, I'm the complete opposite. When I was younger, we'd be at the bar. At midnight, we'd be drinking all night long. We'd be at somebody's house, whatever it is. We'd be up drinking all night long. Start, get together at 7. Get food, get drinks. So 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we're going. Now, if I'm even awake, I'm lucky. I could care. Oh, great! It's New Year's Eve. I'm going to fucking bed. I could give a shit.
Bed at 10.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Once I get that magic,
I'll watch it tomorrow on the news.
Yeah, exactly. I'll see the highlights. Like I've never seen the fucking ball drop before. I see it every fucking.
Who gives a fuck about the ball? It's about hugging the woman with the big tits standing next.
Yeah.
And once you get that, you take another bite of pizza or cheese on a Triscuit, and you fucking go on your merry way. You got your celebration for the year. You got to hug the girl with the big boobs.
I've done all that already, though. I'm done.
I want to do it again and again and again.
I just want to be a
Groundhog Day.
I've done all that, and you get the like the surprising tongue flicker through and stuff like that, and it's like I'm past all that.
I want to do it
again. In bed. I'm tired.
Next year, I want to do it again, and I want to really put on a show, and I want to pee my pants.
Even if you're at home, yeah.
YouTube user says, You need a big-breasted woman every New Year's. I agree. I agree with you. I concur. Don't listen to these two guys.
We're the old men.
Libido. They've
See,
lost their libido, YouTube users.
All I need to do is get my daughter to invite all her 20-something friends around our house on New Year.
And position yourself in
There
the
you
middle of the fucking Macarena, and you make sure you're not slapping your own ass. You're slapping another one. Please don't go to jail. We need you on the show. All right.
Yeah.
It's late enough.
Psychiatrists around the world are watching this show.
The kids
are. Yeah. DK. Yeah. We've got DK on our watch list.
There's something we need to address, Big B.
Avoid DK.
If I'm involved and we need to address it, let me get a beer first. Give me 1 second.
Get a beer. We all know we're not at Man of the Year yet. Man of the Year is coming. I figured we do something else first, since we've talked about pissing our pants for
all right. I'm here.
Half an hour.
My refrigerator is right there. So
we need to understand this right here, Big B. This is what we need to understand.
Okay.
That's right. Again, one more time. That's right. Okay. Choo Choo Stu, you're up. What the fuck? I'm like this. I was getting yelled at because I wasn't making good radio last week. I think the entire audience was stunned. What the fuck? Explain it to us. Yeah.
Listen, when I do the cards, and to be honest, I don't particularly like doing the cards. I prefer doing just the whatever comes into my head, really. But Kenya was with me that time when I was doing those recordings, and she just comes through. And you said, I think she sounded like a parrot or something like that, but
not me.
I cannot help how Kenya comes through. Kenya came through earlier tonight when I was sitting in the cabin. And
what'd she say?
I had 2 messages tonight, and this is God's honest truth. I know this is a comedy show. I'll tell you the first message. The first message was from my own mother tonight, and it's quite personal, so I don't really want to give everything out. But Kenya wasn't vocal. I don't think she was anyway, But she's not always vocal, but I don't want her to be vocal, but I can't help it. It's just one of those things.
What was the other message? Obviously, you don't want to get into the personal one, but what was the other one?
And that was also like a personal friend, and I don't really want to share it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, hey, that's
that was like a personal friend. He lost his mum, and I don't think he would believe me if he heard it. So I can't really say it. So
okay, that's private. That's
yeah.
But you didn't have any. Yeah,
I didn't have any ERs. No, I didn't have any parrots or anything like that with me.
But Stu, you missed the greatest thing ever last week when DK was describing the sound of Kenya, and if you could look at the computer. This is exactly what he did while we were live on radio. He says, it sounded like this.
It was, when you explain something so divine.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. You don't want to give us the core. You don't want to give us a secret.
No. There's no secret. It's just I get a message and I say, I don't... I'll tell you what, I'll be frank, okay? Not I won't be frank as in a person frank.
Well, I'm now Frank. What does Frank do?
I'm Frank. I'll be up front with you. I had a message about my mum, yeah? She said, oh, it was like, my mum said it was terrible at the end. Like, my mum wasn't like suffering from cancer or anything like that. And she said, oh, it was awful. I said, I know it was awful because I was watching it, you know? But I also had a message and honestly, if I was taking the piss and if I was doing this as a comedy act, yeah, I wouldn't say this because I'd have more respect for the person.
For sure.
But Brian, I had a message for you, and I swear on my mother's grave that this message was for you. And I've met your mum.
Yep.
Yeah, we know, and I wouldn't sort of like use this show as a bit of comedy on, you know, like. Because I know your mum has passed away.
Yeah.
But I had something and it went like she said, and I do know some of the sort of facts about the situation or whatever, but I had a message saying like it all happened really quick and don't worry, I didn't feel a thing. And that's all I had. And to be honest, I can't even remember your mum's name. I'm sorry to say that, like, but
Terry.
But I hadn't. All I'm saying that she said, I didn't feel a thing. I saw Brian, and I assumed it was his mum, and I wasn't going to say it, but I wouldn't do it. Honestly, I get it. You don't understand, guys. I do this. Some of it is a bit of a tongue in cheek, but with Brian's case tonight, I had two things tonight. One was my mum, and one was the person that I think was Brian's mum, and she said I went really quick. You wouldn't have known it, and don't worry about it.
As far as I know, the story, because I wasn't there. Obviously, my father was. It happened very quickly. It's kind of one of those things that was. She was there 1 second, on the next.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not in the game of trying to play with people's emotions, and it's like
yeah. No, I know. I know you very well enough to know that you wouldn't fuck around with something like that.
No. It's like, but that's what I had. I sort of like tried to tune in. I've had my mum coming in all day. Well, for the last 2-3 days, like my mum's been in my head. And like the final hours and stuff like that, and it sort of hurts me, you know. And it's not an anniversary for my mum, so it's not really like the anniversary date or anything like that. But it happens, you know. But this is a comedy show, but I try and bring some light and laughter to it. But that's what happened.
You're getting questions here. YouTube needs a reading. His mom passed away. Sitting next to us, my dad, and she was really sick. This is turning into a really, I don't know who YouTube user is. Do you get any feeling out of that, Choo Choo Stu?
So you'll have to repeat the question.
It came as they said they wanted a reading, and they said my mom passed away sitting next to my dad. She was really sick.
It's apparently Scotty, the producer.
Don't believe a word he. Yeah, Scott, I'm getting. Hang on, Scott. Give me a minute. There you go. He's tuning in. Freaking Scott.
So, the mother passed away sitting next to his dad.
I guess.
That's what he says.
That's usually what happens. My dad was already dead, so my mother just passed away. I mean, this is what we want to talk about all night.
But the situation all I'm getting is someone watching TV, and I've got the mum and the dad watching TV, and the mum passed away. But no, I'm not getting anything more than that. They're watching a movie or something like that. But no, I'm sorry.
Hang on, we got a call coming in. Let's see what we got. Yeah, he said, yeah, you're right, Stu. You're 100%. Hang on.
Fuck's sakes, mister. I told you, I want a Sony PlayStation 5. What is with the weird screams, Mr. Boya? Gong gong de ooi. Do you understand me now? Mr. Gong gong. Zooey. Ramalam dim dam. Mr. I want a PlayStation. Give me another card, Mr. Ah. Uma. Gluck, gluck, gluck. Damn it, Mr. You are taking the piss.
Can you make this kid go away?
All I'm getting is
Can you give
spine
him a
chilling.
fucking PlayStation?
I don't think you have to be a card reader or a spiritualist to get the bad vibes off this kid. This kid is evil. And I think this kid, he probably is in a home already. He's locked up somewhere.
Sounds like a sewer or something.
Yeah. He's. I think this kid is already headed down the wrong rails, down the wrong track. So I don't think we could do a lot for this kid. He's all I can see is prison. I can see bars. I see bars. I see like a uniform. Yes, sir. No, sir. That's all I see.
So no PlayStation for. Can you fucking block this kid's number from the show?
Yeah, I can't see any PlayStation. Really, maybe Atari. You know,
Atari. Oh Lord!
No, it's you know, no, I can't really see a lot. You know, I've got my integrity here. You know.
Yeah. You see something, but you don't want to tell us.
No, I don't see anything. Oh, I've told you what I've seen. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this kid is real. To be honest, you know, it could be a fake caller.
All right, could be a fake caller.
Yeah.
He's getting a feeling, kid, that you're fake. You're probably a Nintendo user. Let me. I don't even know.
Oh, there's another line.
Ask Choo Choo Who one question. All right, before we move on, and I'm gonna go. All right, go ahead. What is your question, YouTube user? Did you notice that his head was just spinning like Linda?
I know he was almost like he was. Kenya was possessing him for a second.
I think this is like he thought, oh yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. All right, what's your question? We don't have all night. We got other shit we got to get to, including Cave Crew Radio's Man of the Year.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
And I don't know what else.
Anybody got any more Rams Point peanut butter whiskey?
Yeah. What else you got there? Okay, hang on. Is there something blocking my aura so I can't be read? You tell me the fucking kid is weird? He's just asking for a simple PlayStation 5 message.
Well, that's a simple answer to that. Yes, something is blocking your aura so you can't be read, and that's yourself. So take a deep breath. A big breath in, a big breath out, and blow all the negativity out. Yeah. And open yourself up, open your arms, and just accept. Open your hands. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah. We're not blocking anyone. You're blocking yourself, mate. Yeah. You're blocking yourself. Yeah.
Is there exercises that can be done?
It's just deep breaths in and out, and open your arms. Let the aura in. Let the aura rotate. Yeah.
But it's not just once you do it. You have to continue to do it, right?
You have to accept. Yeah, you can. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Continue to do it.
Okay, if you figured that, then why the fuck did you ask the question? I'm the only one that's going to be fucking honest here.
Be honest.
I'm not ready to play a fucking violin. If you figured you needed it looked like the YMCA to me, Big B. Then why didn't you do it in the first place?
But I'm not the one that's not open to it. I'm open to it already.
Right.
And if you'd have seen me an hour before the show, I was already doing that. An hour before the show.
YouTube user has blocked Chi. Okay, your Chi YouTube user is blocking your ability to let the inner aura from the fallacy of Mercury to enter your body to enhance your vitamin D and your serotonin. And once you do that, you too will be able to converse like Choo Choo Stu.
You need to open your 14th chakra.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Just open your heart, sit down, take deep breaths, forget about the world and, think positive and think about your people that have passed, if that's what you want to get in touch with, But
pass the duchy from the left-hand side.
Oh, exactly.
That's what you need to do. Pass the duchy from the left-hand side. I just want to know if I was blocked. When's the last time you took a shit? I'm not one that's into these lighting candles and and all that shit. So I don't quite buy into any of this fucking stuff. If you're blocked, you need Metamucil or X-Lax.
So X-Lax could solve all of his problems then.
I think so. And you can call me a dork all you want. You're the one who's going on a national radio show telling people you're blocked. Okay? Watch this. I see the number 4. I see the number 4. Hang on a minute, YouTube user. There's a message. I'm going to unblock you right now. Hang on. Does that help? Does that help you, you fucking son of a bitch?
That's my favorite sound clip.
And he's gone to do the willy-nillys.
Oh,
oh, Lord. Am I blocked? And none of it is fucking real in the first place. Glad I helped you get unblocked. A good laugh every now and then will help you get unblocked. Just like what exactly which do chakras not have different spots on your body? Where's Choo Choo Stu? Like there's different chakras. One's purple, one's yellow. I mean, I've looked at that shit before. Well, exactly which one of your colors needs to be unblocked? Because all your chakras can't be blocked at once. You'd have no life force. All right. I guess we're done. Scared the fucker away. Okay. I need to regroup.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, I need, let me regroup and then I'll just give me a minute, a sip of beer, and then I will we'll go into the next segment. Hang on 1 minute. That's right. I feel much better. That's all you gotta do, folks. Try it at home. It comes through, cleans your sinuses, opens your ears. You'd be surprised of we got so I don't know what's SMH, just a term. I don't know.
Shaking my head.
Shaking my head. You're so helpful. Glad I could be so helpful for you. You're still tuned in, so obviously I'm helping you. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, one of the things we like to do, we still got time left. We're doing pretty good for time. Is we like to honor a person of the year, a man of the year, because we're here in the man cave. And this year, the judges, we all got together and we decided our man of the year. Now, before I show the picture, I should send the audio.
Please don't.
This person was asked if you didn't pursue the current career that you were in, what career would you pursue? Listen for a second here.
If you did not, if no one in your family was into culinary, what would you have become?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Probably a 911 operator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you become a 911 operator?
I like working with people and answering phone calls and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, folks. If you have not become a culinary expert, a chef, whatever it is, what would you choose to become? Probably 911 operator.
Oh, dear.
And why is that? Because I enjoy talking to people. My friend, I don't know if you quite... This isn't the Disney hotline. Okay. You're going to get calls like, hello, someone's robbing my house. Hello, I'm being chased by a bad guy. I'm being stabbed. I don't think you'd enjoy talking to people so much under those circumstances.
No.
Hello, everyone. This is 911. How may I help you? There's somebody was shot down the block from me. Oh my! Well, Jeremy Stillhorn has a story about that. Let's discuss. I really need an ambulance here now. He's dying. Oh well, I'll tell you. Paul has a story about somebody dying while we were cooking. It's wonderful. Yeah, I can picture him being a 911 operator. He wouldn't know what the fuck. Somebody would call for a murder. He'd call a taxi.
Or bring him red velvet cake.
Oh my fucking God. There's a woman being raped on the corner. Well, if you want to make sauce while you're watching, then make sure you get tomatoes and a pan, and make sure you have an oven to cook in.
And you should have a fridge in your kitchen.
Oh my! What does he think they have conversations on 9? I like talking to people. Like this is a gossip fucking phone call.
Yeah.
People are dying. People are being robbed. People are being murdered. People are being raped. He wants to talk to people.
Do you keep fish?
Oh, I can't make this shit up. There's a lot of shit I make up on this show. There's a lot of shit I write, and there's a lot of things I kind of lead into, and it's all in my imagination. This I did not make up.
But can you imagine that someone's having a heart attack and you phone him and you get him at the end of the line, It's like oh man. No.
You've had too much chocolate. Have a glass of water.
YouTube user, and I'm assuming this is Scotty, wants to know what side dishes go with a stabbing.
Yeah. What wine goes with a gunshot wound? Now, Stu, I know I've been relentlessly picking on you with that squeal and whatnot, but you get feelings from people in chat and stuff like that, and you tell them their auras are blocked and clogged. Can you feel anything from a photo? I mean, you've watched his YouTubes, you've downloaded his fish podcast, you know him. is there anything that you can inform me and Big B about?
The only vision I get when I think about him is a big blob of jelly. and it's sort of like can you imagine if you're speaking, your head is set in jelly and you're speaking through that? That's all I get. All I get. I don't get any.
I'm really sorry, but he showed a photo in one thing. God, I wish I looked like that again. And I think he was 7. And if you want to look like that again, could you at least eliminate the sweets? Like, you got to help me help you. Like,
oh,
the poor kid. The poor kid.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Stu. This is what wine does you. You got to go back to beer.
Let me just say
Poor
something.
Kid.
I wouldn't mind this fucking guy if he didn't think that he was so much bigger than he was.
Yeah.
If he was just doing a shitty fucking thing about fish keeping or whatever the fuck he wanted to do, I wouldn't even bother with him.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that when he came on way back when he came on All Radio X, he made claims that he had 1 million listeners. And he was serious about this, that he had 1 million listeners, that he was the best thing on the planet, and that, his ego seemed to be, fucking gigantic. And he's talking about a fucking goldfish in a fucking tank. So,
look, but his most recent claims is like that. He's a top chef, and you can ask the chef any question you like, and he will either do a video of it or he'll answer the question.
Stu, you're far too melancholy tonight. Here is a question that was asked from Paul of a top chef.
Since you're doing your cooking channel.
Yeah.
So, all right. So there's a few questions that I have written and more. So we'll get started with the first question. So how did you get into cooking?
Well, I actually was born into cooking because my great grandmother used to have a restaurant, and I worked in a restaurant, and my mom worked in a bakery. So I was kind of born into it, and I learned how to cook at 12. And then I went to culinary school in high school, and then I went to another culinary school after I graduated high school. So I have a lot of experience in cooking.
Oh, is the restaurant still open?
No.
Oh, what happened to it?
It closed.
Why did it close?
She's no longer with us.
I mean, do you think somebody could have, inherited the business, like go after her? I don't know.
I don't know too much about it.
Well, okay, next question.
Wait. This fucking retard said he was born into it. His mother worked in a bakery. His grandmother owned a fucking restaurant. The restaurant closed because she died. She didn't leave the restaurant to the fucking wonderkin over here who fucking went to 9 different culinary schools. And 2, he suddenly doesn't know anything about it. This is why we fucking hate him. By the way, his production fucking sucked because I could barely hear with the fucking reverb and the fucking background music channel.
But he was born into it at the age of 12.
Fuck.
That's what I got. I mean, if he was born into it, it would be like peeling potatoes when he was 2. You know what I mean?
One question, and it's got nothing to do with cooking, and it's got nothing to do with fish. The interviewer and him.
Mm-hmm.
On every video, on every show, is it a prerequisite that you cannot pronounce the letter S?
I want to know, is it a prerequisite that you call prerequisite?
Whatever it is.
Prerequisite,
That's all I can hear out of both of them.
I don't think he's got fucking two front teeth. Every time I see him, and he's got that.
No,
that
he
fucking camera.
hasn't got any front teeth.
No, he doesn't, right?
What's the excuse of the other guy? Tho Ellis. I thought his name was Ellis for a minute. Ellis.
Maybe it's just coming out in sympathy.
Oh,
sympathy.
It's like they're mimicking the person you're interviewing. I have no idea. But that's my question. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the Cave Crew Radio Man of the Year.
Fucking Christ. And yes, Scotty, he was on All Radio X before me.
Yes.
Every fucking Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, you were there first, and then
yes, I was there first. He came on after
in as a ratings booster.
Oh, and Brody thought it was the best thing ever that he fucking had a fucking show about goldfish. Oh, it's gonna be great. He's got a fish keeping show. Excuse me. You do know I'm like a fucking metal show, right? Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. Yeah, great. One show and I left.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Cave Crew Radio was born. So good things come from bad things sometimes. Anyway, there's your 911 operator. Well, could have been a 911 operator if they weren't so successful. Currently, I believe a waiter at Texas Grill.
I thought he was a greeter at a fucking supermarket.
He was. And then he left on bad terms.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Remember when he was like the cart guy and his dream was to become a grocery bagger? That was...
Well, he got there. He got there.
No
you can't knock him. You can't knock him. He made that.
Everybody has dreams, right?
Fuck is in that wine tonight?
He's very mellow.
Boy, he could right now give us a case that Hitler was a gentleman. Like and Stu.
And no, Scotty, I'm not doing the metal show.
Yeah, no metal show anymore.
No more.
We're only doing the one show.
Yeah.
All right, Stu. Do you want to like lead to the world for global warming or anything before we?
Is Greta your best friend?
I think I've got a little bit of carbon monoxide poisoning, but
I think you might, man. I have never seen you this sympathetic to fucking anything.
You know, there's always two sides to a story.
And I guess when you have three people in the room and two people are spewing hate, you need someone that's going to bounce back with love. That's the miracle of Christmas. It's the miracle of Christmas. It's the 12th candle on whatever they call that fucking thing those Jews light up.
A menorah.
A menorah. Thank you. You're unblocking chakras. We're here. They think the CBD wouldn't do that to you. It's the fucking wine. The wine's got him all misty. He's a very social guy. He likes to go to pubs. He likes to go to shops, and he does not like the fact that we're in a freaking pandemic, and he's got to spend time with his family. Now he's looking at the ceiling. There's something coming in right now. Do you have a Christmas message to the listeners?
No, I'm just checking that my ceiling is intact for the winter. Because I'll tell you why I'm looking
Even
up.
a psychic cannot fix a ceiling for the winter.
I'll tell you why I'm looking up, because like during the summer it's very hot here, and wood expands, contracts, and all that. And my roof, it's like a tongue and groove, and it started to come apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to my wife, I'm gonna rip the felt off the roof. I'm gonna take the boards off the roof. I'm gonna put it back together. My wife's good with wood, because she's everything's built in wood in Finland. She said, just leave it, it'll be fine. And I'm looking up, and everything's gone back together. So that's why I'm looking up.
Right. You said it originally. it expands, and then when the cold weather comes, it contracts. So
yeah. But when it expands, it worries you, you know.
Yeah. Have you ever got wet?
No.
Then you're fine.
Yeah. I don't want to get wet.
Well, nobody wants to get wet.
Yeah. There you go.
So what is your schedule looking at? Let's pull the calendar up here while we got everybody here.
By the way,
next week is the 18th. We're good. The following Friday is Christmas, so we decided we're going to try for Boxing Day, and then we're going to try and do New Year's Day the following week.
I have a guest for next week.
Oh, excellent. Do we need a drum roll?
It's next week. Next week's not Christmas already, is it? It's the one after that, isn't it?
No, the one after that. No, next week is somebody I went to broadcasting school with, who's kind of rebuilt our old studios from where we went to school, and is now he's built like a broadcast center, a podcast center, and you can join and do podcasts.
So
and all that.
They went to broadcasting school and were successful, or
is this like a new network we can join, or
no? It's a studio here. But I don't know if he's building it out to be a global network. I'm not sure. So we can talk next week.
Okay, we have a.
What's this person's ethos? What's that?
Or will we be social distancing?
No, he'll be social distancing.
Okay. And now let's keep in mind the last two guests. The one guy rode a motorcycle in busy traffic in LA, splitting trucks.
Right.
And the other nutcase moved to Utah. The pig in the blanket guy.
Right. The Brit who lived in New York moved to Utah.
Yeah. And then there was Elvis Monte or whatever his fucking name is, the liberal.
Right. No, I think
wait until the number 4. This 4 strikes, you're out.
There you go. Now, somebody I went to broadcasting school with, so it'll be good to talk to talk overall radio and broadcasting.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm left in the dark.
I will set up a message thread so you can get roped in and give him the link.
All right. And he'll fall in love with my magical voice, and I will be a superstar for the ages.
There you go.
Great. I need to clean my chakras first. It's that point. Anyway, Choo Choo Stu, what I was getting at is your availability. So are you available on Boxing Day? Next week, I figure you're...
I honestly don't. I think I am. Boxing Day, yeah.
All right. And what about New Year's Day?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. Because our duties are out, but I belong to Mafia at work. So my shifts are given to the Mafia and they give them back out again. I'm in a shift Mafia.
Right. Shift Mafia. YouTube user is available. We might have to, but can you actually, my question to you is if you're available, we'd love to have it on the show, and you're going to need psychiatric help by the time you're done, but can you supply yourself with a earphone, a microphone, and a laptop? Or are you going to be in a room full of cats on a cell phone with, like, we have a production standard that we live to. We might be able to squeeze you in on one of the next couple shows if you can guarantee me you have a earphone, a microphone. Well, I mean, I'm sure you do. I've heard your podcast on where the hell you do it? SoundCloud.
Who are you talking to? Jason.
No, Scotty.
Oh, Scott.
Oh, I do a show called This is Stupid Shit. We talk about stupid shit, and thank you for listening. And this was a great show. Please listen to my podcast. It's fucking quicker than Mike Joliet's. Yeah. Hit me up. We'll get you on the show. Don't embarrass me again. All right. It's that point in the evening. Thank you, everyone, for listening, by the way. CaveCrewRadio.com. We're now on, what did I say? Spotify, Pandora. Of course, we're on Apple, all those places you can listen to podcasts. We appreciate it if you share the love and get your friends to tune in, too. We need more people to abuse. We're running out of people. But it comes to the time of the show, and producer Scotty, if you have what it takes, if you feel you want to sit here in the cave and discuss topics of the world around us, you should be able to correctly name a show. And you have time, because we're going to go around the table right now. Choo Choo Stu with a Kleenex and a tear. What would you name tonight's show?
If I'm honest, I haven't actually wrote a lot down. Do you want to know what I've wrote down?
Please.
Yeah. What do you want?
I've wrote this down. I wrote this down a minute.
You wrote it down in a dream.
Yeah, in a dream before the show. 1 minute before the show.
Yeah.
I've got wagon wheel. I've got beach waves. And I've got a holiday camp. Well, I can't read me I'm writing.
Why don't we just go with wagon wheel beach waves? I love it.
Yeah, I've wrote down wagon wheel beach waves.
I like that. That is actually unique, original, and catchy. I think that could be in the finals. Mine's a long one, which I know we try to avoid, but it's the only one I wrote down, Big B.
Mm-hmm.
If potatoes are at the bar, you may as well throw your keys in a bowl.
There you go. I thought about that one too, but I like you. I said I thought to myself it was a bit long.
It's a little bit long, but I really like it. I'm going to say it again because it won't win.
Mm-hmm.
If potatoes are at the bar, you may as well throw your keys in a bowl. I love it. That's something that you could have, written in calligraphy on your wall.
Tattooed on your arm or something.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you got, Big B? I know you got 4.
I do have 4. And Scotty says he's got to run, but I hope he stays because one of them is his.
Yeah.
All right. So I have I won't be Frank, as in the person Frank.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Right.
So I give DK a little bit of time to write it down.
Frank. Okay, go ahead.
My penis is weighing it down.
I forgot. Okay.
The next one is the holder is my butt cheeks.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And the last one said by producer Scotty, and I hope he's still listening. What side dishes go with a stabbing?
All right, here's what we got. Hang on. Side dishes go with Stabbing. We really need to get a scribe. It should be Jason Scott. Should be our scribe, and he can read them back to us. All right. As we said, folks, we're going to disqualify. If potatoes are at the bar, you may as well throw your keys in a bowl. It's too long. Number 4, I won't be frank, as in the person Frank. And number 3, my penis is weighing it down. And number 2, the holder is my butt cheeks. And number 1, what side dishes go with a stabbing? And Choo Choo Stu, wagon wheels and beach waves. I personally narrow it down to 2. This is just me. Everyone's votes are open. I love wagon wheel and beach waves, and the holder is my butt cheeks. I'll leave it to you guys.
Well, I like my penis is weighing it down.
This is when it gets complicated. All right, Big B. Down to 3 unless you throw another one in there.
I am throwing another one in there, but I like 2 of them. So I like what side dishes go with a stabbing.
Yeah, I like that.
And I also like the holder is my butt cheeks.
Well, if we go in fairness, the holder in my butt cheeks has 2 votes. But if you want, we can go through it again.
Now, I like that as well.
The holder is in my
No, the holder is my butt cheeks.
Yeah, that's what I had. Okay, the holder is my butt cheeks. Is the name of the show. Got 2 votes. This is one of the closest we've ever had, ladies and gentlemen. Phenomenal show. Like a tidal wave of emotions. The holder is my butt cheeks. All right, guys.
Beginning of the show.
Yeah, it's fitting. It's very fitting. This show has been for the butt cheeks, I think. But we've had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, you got anything before we goodbye, Merry Christmas?
I get well, not Merry Christmas yet.
Yeah, we have a special guest next week from radio broadcasting, ladies and gentlemen, is our only clue. Choo Choo Stu, we hope to see you on Boxing Day or New Year's Day.
I'm just wondering what the gossip is on the Christmas party. Usually someone snogs someone in the elevator or nothing this year.
Well, I don't know, Choo Choo Stu. You're kind of in a weird posture over there. I'm sure they'll be talking about you for years to come. All right. So, sorry, Stu. What did you have to say? Okay. We all agree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cave Crew Radio is the name of the show. We'll see you next week. Be good to each other, and we'll catch you.
Thank you very much for listening to the show. Now stay safe, take care, and wash your hands. You are listening to Cave Crew Radio, available on demand and live at cavecrewradio.com.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!